Yes, sirree. Well, it's been a few months now since I put this on, and this is probably what it's going to look like after a few weeks, a few months or so, if you cut these a little bit too short. And you know, when I installed these, you remember this garage door had a layer of insulation that was built into the pads. We still wanted to put this on, so when I measured this, I should have measured and allowed a little bit more height on those, so that when it was right here, it would push in this way and push in there a little bit further. That's what I should have done. And see, these here, it came out. Now, it's not falling out all the way because these middle things are holding it from coming out. Plus I taped the ends. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and tape. I'm going to push this up, lift it up, and split the difference between here and down there, so I know if it needs to be lifted up a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and tape along there with my clear tape. Now see, there's another little spot right there. I see, and not all these panels have done that. See, these, see how this is gonna bow out and then go in. That's because the thickness of the rest of this garage door wasn't able to allow the insulation to fit down inside of there, because it already had a layer of built-in insulation in there. Do you see what I mean? And so that's why I should have allowed for that and cut those a little bit longer. I'll know in the future, and you know, I helped one of my neighbors do it, and I cut theirs a little bit longer, and theirs seems to be fine. So my loss is your gain, and I'll just kind of touch this stuff up. See, there's a little piece there. See, I didn't run the clear tape up far enough. And so I'm just going to spend a little bit of time. See, here's another little spot right there after I push that in, and make this all look really good. It's because this pulled away, but again, the clear tape, I only ran it to there. I should have ran it up further. See? And so I'll do a once over on this. And I don't think I'm going to put the clear tape all the way along here. I mean, I could later on if that starts lifting out some more, or if the tape loosens up or something. But I have a feeling if I run a clear piece of tape there, right there, at the bottom of this, the bottom of this one here too is kind of pulled away. See there? And so if I finish those and that, I think I'll be fine, and then I'll leave it. And then, you know, 3 or 4 months down the road, if anything does come out, I'll go ahead and push this back up and use the clear tape all the way along here, being careful not to have the tape any higher than this edge, because that's where the garage door panel stops right there, and that's where the new one starts. You see what I mean? And you know, this insulation has really kept the garage a lot warmer. For some reason, Momi seems to think that some of the other condo owners in here think there's no insulation above here, and then this goes up into the bedroom up above, and lots of people are complaining that their bedrooms are cold up here. And I don't know if that's the case or not. This summer, I'm gonna poke a hole and figure out whether or not there's insulation up there or not. If there's not, then hey, there's a whole another video series about cutting the sheetrock out of here, putting insulation up there, putting more sheetrock back up, how I'm going to do that, where the garage door opener is and the light fixture and all that kind of stuff. But you know, for the time being, the Momi seems to think that the bedroom above here is a lot warmer during the winter than not. And mind you, these condos are 15 years old. And you know, if you're using your little garage area, now this is just one single garage, but if you're using a garage area like this for your exercise equipment, or you do work projects, woodworking projects or something, think about putting insulation in your garage door. It might just help you out. Now I'm gonna use this little deal. This is a little hand one. This is one of those cheapos, and I happen to like to use this, believe it or not, way more than this. I just don't like using this. This is for shipping or boxes, for storage boxes, or if you're moving. They use that one, but even that, I like to pull it out by hand and do it. Now for something like this, because I'm just pulling out little pieces at a time, it's way easier to use one of these little cheap ones. And then when your tape runs out, you can pull this thing apart. See there, right there? You can pull that apart. You can put another roll of tape in there. And so that is what I'm going to use to go and tape this back up. Hey, if you're going to do a job, any DIY job, you might as well spend the time and do it right. Okay, that's more better. Didn't take me very long, and it was way, like I said, it's way easier to use something like that. So if you can get one of those at the store, they're way cheaper than those anyways. Retape the middle section, and on this, I decided not to put the tape all the way across. What I did was I pushed it in, and then I ran the tape here, and then on the back side, underneath here, and then against there, so like a Z, like that, rather than just from here over. You see what I mean? That'll keep that pushed up. And I did it in 3 different spots, you know, boop, boop, boop. And then I did the same thing down there for this panel, and then I also did it for that panel down there. Retouched up stuff over here, did a little finagling over there, and I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to leave it like that and see what happens after a couple months. If I have to, I can always put some clear tape. This is just clear shipping tape. Don't get the brown shipping tape, because then you're going to see all the marks. See, with the clear, you hardly see anything. And if you don't like the clear, you know, they have duct tape that's white. You could use duct tape on all of your joints, and it's white, and you can do it that way. Now remember, if any of this stuff ever rips and you need to fix it and there's a big gap there, when you get that stuff from the store, you know, for your garage, the insulation for your garage, it comes, I don't know if you saw my other videos or not, it comes with a little piece like this. Oh, you know what, this is clear. I thought it was white. It looks white, but you peel it back and then it's sticky. It's just, all it is like clear shipping tape. No, actually I take that back. I think you pull that off and then it's actually the white material. Then you can put it on there and it's got sticky on the back side. And I saved my extra little pieces. I rolled them up. I even saved a couple extra ones of these in case you get those broken. You know, and I even saved the little rubber gloves they gave us for installing this. I always save everything because you never know when you're going to need it, right? Okay. So there you go. And hey, like I say, it didn't take me very long. And if you want to watch the entire video series, I'm making a video, an entire video series, you know, part 1, part 2, part 3, however many parts it took, because there's lots of measuring involved, there's lots of cutting involved, if you want it to look right, okay? And I'll explain all that on details in the entire video series. Make sure you watch the whole thing. All right, that's it for now. Well, that's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more videos. I have no idea what I'm going to show next. You just have to stay tuned to find out. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you. Merry, Merry Christmas to to you. Merry Christmas to you. Oh, look what Santa brought us. Oh, hey Pippas. Well, she didn't really come this Christmas. She's been around for a while. But hey, that's not what I wanted to show you. What did I want to show you, as a matter of fact? Yes, I got my nail bag on. Yes, I'm ready to work. Got my knee pad out, got some other stuff here. And what do you suppose we're gonna do here? Look at this. A directional track fixture. This is something different than a track light. You see this here? This is like a track light. It's got a head on there that you can swivel into place, but it goes right over the box. So there's no track light needed. And that's what I kind of wanted to do here. As you know, we're still at the condo. I'm still making how-to videos for my video series for the condo. And in this area, right there and right there, okay, there used to be a track light there. A little square box was right there, and then the track went out this way. And then there was one little swivel head on there. And it was the same type of deal over there. Okay? But after I took them down, I thought, oh, we'll put them back up. And then afterwards, I thought, well, what could we do? Could we do something slightly different? And we were sitting back trying to decide what to do with that. And we were thinking, at first we were thinking, maybe hanging some pendant lights, like a cobalt blue or something like that, because we found this and we hung this in the window. This was just a regular window, and this was a stained glass thing of a peacock. Isn't that kind of cool? And then we tied that up to the header using just some wire and some of those swag hooks for the top. And so we thought, how else could we bring some more blue in here? And I thought, okay, that might be kind of nice. But the only problem with that is we watch the TV right here. Here's where we've got the couch and stuff. Do we really want a pendant light turned on at night while we're watching TV over here? Have this light kind of come down on you? Have the light kind of come down? It's almost in line with the TV. See where the edge of the TV is? Look. And so if the pendant light was there, are we ever going to turn that on? Probably never turn the pendant light on if we had something like that. Maybe it's just something there for looks and we never turn it on. Now here's the switch for that, the paddle switch. And what we decided to do was put these, instead of doing regular track lights, just doing something like this. And you know, they're just white and stuff. And I kind of wanted them to kind of blend up into the ceiling. And you know, when you come into the condo, it's not going to be overpowering or anything. It's just, hey, it's just there. And so on those, I'm going to decide later on, and I'll make a video of it too. I'm going to take this paddle switch out, and I'll probably put a dimmer light switch in there for these. And I'm not even quite sure if these lights will dim. Nowadays, everything is LED. See this? LED. And I was also looking to see if this came with the bulb. And see right here, you always got to look at stuff. See here, no bulbs required. That means the bulb that comes with it. Or I don't even know if there's a bulb. It might be a self-contained thing. And the little down along the edges, that might be where the light is. I'm not quite sure. Okay, but I have a feeling I can dim it. Now sometimes it'll say on here, if I wanted to read this enough, it'll probably say whether or not it's dimmable or not. Look at the light. It says manufacturer free. Light shines brighter and lasts up to 46 years. Are you kidding me? No bulbs required. Oh, look at that right there. Dimmable. Now sometimes you got to look at light fixtures because some LEDs you can dim, some other ones you cannot dim, believe it or not. Okay, so I think I'm set. I think I'm set to put those two up there. I don't think it's gonna look that bad. It's not gonna be overbearing. And See, I'm not even quite sure why they put track lights there, other than the fact that this one, you can kind of shine it over kind of towards the corner. Granted, we can't really put a picture there. Momi bought this on our travels. She liked that, and she's from Hawaii, and her son said, hey, Mom, that kind of looks like you, and that's a queen of, I forget her name. And anyways, she decided she wanted to hang it there. So isn't that going to be perfect for this light to angle down on it? And then if I don't want it as bright, then I can dim it. And that's why I want to put the dimmable light dimmer switch in right over there. Okay. So if you want to watch that, that's going to be my project coming up.